From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's Voice Briefing. It's Tuesday, March 4th, 2025.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Eric D. Lawrence. Drivers who usually travel eastbound on I-696 in Oakland County will need to have alternate travel routes. The eastbound lanes between Lahser and I-75 are closing for 2 years, with traffic being detoured south to the Davison and back to I-75 to reconnect with I-696. Westbound traffic will be maintained on the highway during the project. The approximately $260 million reconstruction work is the third piece of a larger project. Businesses and residents have been preparing, but they know it will be an adjustment. Many drivers, especially those heading farther north, will likely find their own detours. Mike Green, city administrator in Lathrop Village, says, quote, "It's going to drastically increase the traffic on our mile roads that run adjacent to and through Lathrop Village, and there's no doubt it's going to increase traffic on our neighborhood streets," end quote. Jay Lee, owner of Munson Cleaners in Lathrop Village, tells the Free Press of the impact on his business that, quote, "It's going to be bad. I don't know how I'm going to survive," end quote. Still, he expects customers will make the extra effort to get to his store.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. As Michigan heads into spring, and by meteorological standards it already has, weather forecasters urge be ready for some warmer, wetter days and perhaps some lingering winter snow. While the meteorological start of spring was Saturday, the astronomical start is set for March 20th, which marks the equinox, when daytime and nighttime are about the same, and it should get warmer. But again, you live in Michigan, meteorologist Steve Freitag said, adding that historically, the weather this time of year tends to be volatile. And he added, you could get a snowstorm. The National Weather Service said the forecast for southeast Michigan calls for mostly cloudy skies with some sun. Tuesday, it should get into the low 50s, and then by Wednesday, the upper 50s. Meteorologists said to expect rain showers, but not enough to flood. Thursday, it could cool off again, with temperatures dipping back into the 40s, and by Friday, the lows could be cold enough in the 20s again for it to snow.
I'm Sue Solaski, Detroit Free Press food and restaurant writer. On Tuesday, all around Metro Detroit, people will be celebrating Paczki Day, a long-time tradition. The Day of Indulgence is also known as Fat Tuesday, Shrove Tuesday, and Mardi Gras. It's the day before the start of the season of Lent, which is a time of reflection, giving, and fasting leading up to Easter. Around Metro Detroit, grocery stores and bakery, especially local Polish bakeries, are ready for the Paczki action. Bakers are preparing tens of thousands of traditional or specialty paczki dusted with powdered sugar or covered in a sweet glaze and oozing with jelly, custard, or cream fillings. The paczki is thought of as a way to use up fatty ingredients like lard and butter, as well as sugar, eggs, and fruit before the Lenten fasting season begins. But don't call paczki jelly donuts. They have a much richer flavor because the yeasty dough is made with more eggs. They are also bigger and plumper, and the shape is more like a spear. The name paczki is plural and means little packages. However, one pastry is called punchek. You'll find a list of where to find paczki in Metro Detroit at freep.com.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thank you for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.